What's going on, y'all? So it's like 11:25. I just got back up in the house, and I went to go see The Color Purple. Okay, and let's talk about it. So, first of all, let's talk about some of the controversy that was going on with this movie. Um, Again, I did not go see this when it came out on Christmas Day, right? Girl, my sister was here and she ain't want to go see it. Mind you, you want to know what she said? She said, first of all, how are we going to look at something that's supposed to be so serious and then you want to break out singing? I said, excuse me, girl, please, just be quiet. Okay, because I felt offended when she said that, but slightly understood. But at the same time, I was like, girl, just shut up and go. I'm paying for it. She still didn't want to go. Okay, so I stayed home on Christmas when we watching her stuff. So I finally got around to it, which was okay because really on Christmas, I was still coming down from my sinus infection, and if you can hear and tell, like I feel a whole lot better. I'm not in the 100% clear, but I feel a whole lot better. But I went today after work, and let me just say, first of all, for it to have been open one day, in one day on Christmas, The Color Purple, it got $18 million. Now that I'm seeing something from the next few days that's been tallied on, it's like $25 million or more. I will say this. I went up to the movie theater tonight and it was only one person there. This was the first time it was just me. It was just me because I checked the seat and stuff, whatever, and the theater that I went to, so I wouldn't have to wait so long. It was at 8:15, and it was only one other person that was, supposed to be up in there, and they never showed up. So I had the theater to my whole self, okay? And that's never happened to me. So I was pleasantly surprised, but I was fine with it because, I can actually just sit there and take it in and not have to worry about anybody else in their commentary or whatever. But okay. So when The Color Purple came out on Christmas Day, and I was seeing people tweet about it like the day after and everything, whatever, woo. And one of the big things was either they didn't know that Suge and, Celie was going to have a kissing scene, and they didn't know that this was a musical. Now let's break this down. Let's talk about the musical aspect of it, okay? Where have you been? And what rock have you been living under that you did not see any commercials, any promos? If you go on YouTube and you click on a YouTube video and the ads that's playing before the video that you're clicking on to watch, it shows the freaking promo for The Color Purple, and people been saying for days on end, for weeks on end, from the first time that we heard about it, that it is not a remake of the actual movie that came out, I think in 1985 or whichever time it was, when Whoopi was in it, okay? It is not a remake of that. It is literally the Broadway play being adapted into movie musical form. The Broadway play had music in it. The Broadway play had music in it. People were singing, dancing, and juking, bitch. Okay? So, of course, that means if it's an adaptation of the Broadway play, then that means it's going to be what? Music, singing, dancing, all of that, right? And then on some of the commercials, you literally see Fantasia as just singing her ass off, singing I Am Here, okay? And I'm just like, you see Suge Avery comes up on the boat in some of the promo, and it's so dramatic. And she's just like, when she going to the juke joint, you know what I'm saying? Which that was a raw ass scene. Girl, I'll talk about that in a second. You see them dancing in the street in some of the promos. So how do you not know that this is a musical type of situation? And I was like, for the people that had an issue with it being a musical, did y'all not go see Dreamgirls? I mean, Dreamgirls came out 17 years ago on Christmas Day. It was a musical, okay, and we was cool with it. I was really confused as to how you didn't know that that's what this was. This was not a remake, and everybody kept on saying it's not a remake, all right? Then the other controversy was the fact that Celie and Suge Avery shared a kiss. Oh my God, y'all just trying to put this gay stuff in this, and it's a gay agenda and all of this, and what are they doing kissing? Why would you have to throw this up in here? What about the kid? What about? And I'm sitting here like, I need to know the age demographic of the people that did not know that Celie and Suge had a little thing going on. And even if you didn't know, like, you didn't even have to read the book to know this. In the original movie, Celie and Suge shared a kiss. Actually, I think they shared at least two to imply that something else was going on. Okay? Now, I'm sitting here like, so when you watch The Color Purple, because it's just about on multiple streaming services, it's probably on Disney Plus, it's probably on Paramount, it's probably on BT, baby, it's on somebody's streaming service. Well, you can go look at it now, okay? And especially given the fact that the movie came out again, this movie came out, they literally put it just about on almost all the streaming services. You can find it somewhere, right? So you mean to tell me in all of your days and all of the times that you have watched The Color Purple, the main movie that we have quoted so many quotes from over all of these years, you mean to tell me that you blocked out the part where Celie and Suge set their ass on that bed and kiss? You know? Like, girlfriend, what? And then if you didn't know that, obviously you didn't read the book. You didn't read the book. Alice Walker, and you obviously don't know who the author is. Alice Walker is a queer woman, okay? Alice Walker used to be in a relationship with Tracy Chapman. I wrote a fast song. I wrote a fast card. That's what it is. Y'all know that's Jim Jackson's cousin. I said it's gay all up in y'all family. Anyway. And sometimes it be like that because it's like that in mass. So of course, that is a queer woman. You know what I'm saying, baby? When they fell out, I don't know. It was like a couple of years ago that it was drama between Alice Walker and Tracy Chapman. It was like he was just spinning. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? I said lesbian drama. You know, queer drama is just a lot. It's fun. Anyway, I was like, so y'all didn't read the book, baby? Don't go read the book. You can't handle a couple of kids. You can't handle that. Baby, we ain't see them licking on each other. We ain't see them fondling each other. We saw them give the most PG pecking of a kiss there is for two adults, okay? I'm sitting here thinking like the way people was going off was like, girl, they was swapping spit like for real. And they was just tonguing down and hunching. Okay, I'm thinking Coochie was... It wasn't. Now don't go read the book because in the book all of that happened. Obviously, y'all didn't read the book. I read the book when I was in school. Okay, they had us read that book. I said, now what is this y'all got us read? And the book is way deeper. And I know some other people had other controversial takes on the movie and thinking that, you know, Celie's character wasn't developed as much. The movie should have been a little bit longer to develop. It's a movie. Y'all complain when it be like a 2-hour movie as it is. The movie was over 2 hours. Y'all was not finna sit there and watch this movie for 3+ hours. Okay? Let's be 100% honest. Y'all would have complained about that too. Alright? Do it feel like it was a little bit rushed? To me, yes. In some parts. Do I wish I would have seen a little bit more? Of course. But am I satisfied with what I saw? Yes. Was it the best? No. Was it the worst? No. Was it good enough for me? Yes. I'm sitting here like, girl, y'all just be finding anything. Like, I can see valid criticism and, you know, things of that such. But stupid stuff like you didn't know it was a musical, you didn't know that she was kissing, that the girl on girl stuff. I was like, girl. And then, let's get into this. I don't want to see this because this is a slave trauma stuff or whatever. This is not about slavery, okay? This was post-slavery. This was after slavery. You know, when black people were trying to have their own type of community, their own type of somewhat freedom or whatever, but meaning that they could roll around and do whatever they want to a certain extent, okay? They still couldn't be, you know, they still had to... Segregation was still around, okay? And you know how that was. And so it wasn't about slavery. And if you want to say it was about slavery, what you're talking about, black women being slaves to their husbands or whatever, I didn't see it as that, but I just saw this as, because a lot of people, and this was a controversy that happened when the first movie and the book came out, was the fact that this movie put out there and tried to show black men in a negative light. And it was just bothering me because when you watch this movie, the first movie and this movie, the Broadway play or whatever, and you read the book, obviously you guys didn't read the book, the ones that want to show or think that this is just talking about negatively about black men and putting them down and saying they're this and they're that, and it's not. In the movie, you do have a character that has been very abusive to his wife, right? He was also damn near a pedophile. Well, he was, because them kids was that. But that was the. I hate to say it like that, but that was the time, and that's just how it was. Because a lot of our grandparents, especially if they grew up in the South, a lot of our grandparents, some of our grandparents, because I know my grandmama was with my granddaddy, my biological grandfather, when she was like 14, 15 years old. She gave birth to my mama at 15. She be trying to deny it, but girl, y'all birthdays is in the same month. Okay. My other grandmother, she got married to her husband, and she older than my father's mother. She got married to her husband, who's no longer here, and he was a grown man. And I think he probably was like in his 40s, 50s or something, and she wasn't even a full-grown teenager. I think she was probably like 13 or something like that. Like, yeah, that's the shit that happened back then. This was way in the gap. And my grandma, like, that's still, well, my father's, she's like 80, I think. So yeah, that shit happened down in the South, and it's just as disgusting as it is. That was the norm, unfortunately. You got that right. And yes, you do have a negative portrayal of this, because this does happen. And then not only do you have that, but you also have other men in the movie, black men in the movie, who were positive, in my opinion. And you know, you had Harpo. He wasn't as negative as his father. You even had, you know, Sophia's second husband. I can't remember in the book. I don't know if he was beating on her, but we didn't hear nothing negative to that extent that I can remember. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong about that. But the only person that was really, really negative in this movie, in the original movie, and not necessarily just this movie, because they actually showed in this movie a redeeming character arc for Mr. towards the end. At the end, you know what I'm saying? And that's literally what happened in the book, because if you read the book, yes, Mr. was an asshole, Mr. was abusive and all of that, and he was cheating and all that stuff. He didn't really give a damn about women, or at least Celie. He didn't give a damn about women. The only person that he cared about was Suge, okay? And he did all of that harmful stuff to Celie, and once she left, in the book, they did not talk for a minute, but then they became friends. They literally became friends. Like, they used to kick it with each other. They used to sit on the porch and kick it with each other. See, y'all gotta read the fucking books first, okay? And then another thing is, people want to say that it's negative towards black men or whatever, and it's not intentionally trying to do that. It's just showing that this is what happened. Not every freaking household was around back then where nothing happened and everybody was on the same page, and you know, it was such a loving household. Women didn't have rights back then. Women were literally looked at as a breeding machine and a homemaker. Like, you clean the house and you had the babies and you feed me. That's just what it is, okay? You didn't have no rights, you didn't have no say. That's just what it was, all right? And that's how they portrayed it. This was the experience that was back there. And see, it's given almost as if, and I hate to compare it, like the people that don't want to have critical race theory put up in the schools, it's like all of a sudden when it comes to talking about the negative sides of black households or black individuals, whether it's men or women, some of us black people do not want to hear that and they get offended. No, if we're going to talk about it, we have to talk about everything, because everything's not peaches and cream, okay? And we do see positive movies and things of such where we got positive men influences and positive black women and all that stuff, and positive black men. And we also have those that have negative black men and negative black women, and then we have some that start off with negativity and they redeem themselves and become positive. And I feel like that's what this movie did, and that's what the book did too, if you actually read it. And at the end of the day, I feel like a lot more people went through situations like this, and probably not, I don't know how severe, but I'm pretty sure they went through some stages of abuse, you know. And at that time, I'm not trying to condone it, but it felt more so, and I was thinking about this in the movie theater as I was watching it. I was just like, it feels as though, you know, if these black men became angry with their wives, and it wasn't necessarily because the wife wasn't really doing what she wasn't quote unquote supposed to do. It's just that he was pissed off at the way the hand that life was given to him, and pissed off at the fact that he had no control outside of his household because he still had to talk. He still had to yes sir boss, yes sir boss to the white man, and so therefore that made him feel small, and it made him have to shrink back and feel like a little nobody or whatever. He can't speak up, and he has no power when he's out there in the real world, and he had to work for those people. And then so you come home and you take that frustration out on your wife and kids. That's just what it felt like to me. And you have to think about the time period, okay? Like, they couldn't just cuss them people out. You literally had to walk on the side of the street. You literally had to get up your seat. You literally had to yes sir, yes ma'am, all that to these white folks. So think about that at that when you think about when they say, oh, this trying to portray black men as negative or whatever. And we just have to be honest that the shit goes on. Even today, you got niggas that's be beating on their women and women that be beating on their men. Like, come on. We can't keep on trying to say, oh, they trying to bring the black men down. Anybody trying to bring y'all down, okay? Shedding light on things that happen in reality is not trying to bring a person down. It's just shedding light. It's just being real. That's just what it is, in my opinion. And that was what the controversy was when the first movie came out. That's what it was when this movie came out. I seen some of the tweets or whatever, and it be so many. Like, y'all just feel like y'all just hate women. That's what I feel like sometimes. I don't know, but we get into the movie. That's just all that I really wanted to say about, some of the controversies. And I'm pretty sure you guys probably have something to say. I'm gonna just let y'all flow with it. Because I'm going to read it and I'm be like, oh, okay, cool. Make me look at some things different in a different perspective or whatever. I really want to know what your thoughts were. Now, I go see the movie, okay? Let's get to the actual movie. I never went to go see the Broadway play, okay? Never. As I'm watching the movie and as I'm hearing a lot of people that were saying, oh my God, this is so great. Oh my God, it touched me so much. I was about to cry. I didn't have those emotions. And I was full awake, okay? Like, I was all up in the... girl, what? Okay, that's all I was. I was doing that, but it didn't... The movie was good. It wasn't great like I wanted it to be or like I expected it to be. You know what I'm saying? But it was good enough for me, It didn't stir my soul like I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? It really did. I didn't have that many oh my God, deep emotions. But I will tell you this, when Fantasia sang I Am Here, girl, the movie version, great. But that live version from when they was showing them doing the table read, that is what stirred my spirit. I was just sitting there. Every time I watched that clip, I watched the clip every time it came across my timeline. And my God, let me just tell y'all this about Fantasia. Fantasia, if I was to ever go to church and I wanted to hear somebody sing, that is the voice I want to hear to sing. That is the church voice that I want to hear to sing. If you have never witnessed Fantasia live singing in her concerts, she can turn an R&B song, a go-go song, whatever type of popular music song, and it will stir your spirit. I don't know how that lady does it, but when they say that this person's voice is anointed, that is what they mean when they talk about Fantasia. And she is such a nice person. I'm gonna tell you this. The one time that I actually went to go see Fantasia in concert, mind you, it was the same day that I had no idea that Beyonce was gonna drop the Lemonade movie or whatever. I was like, oh my God. And then I was standing outside, we was at the Airy Crown Theater, okay, girl. And I had got there a little bit early. I was like, damn, can they let us in? Y'all know how it is. If you from Chicago, you know how it is to get up in the Airy Crown and all that stuff. So we standing outside and all that, inside the little lobby or whatever. And I was standing in a little bit away from the marquee or whatever. and she had came out with her people. It was two dudes, and she just, when I tell you, she didn't make no fanfare, and it was just like she was a regular person walking. I don't know what she was going to, but she walked past me, and I was just looking at my phone, and I had just randomly looked up, and I was just like, is that what? And she was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, oh my God. Mind you, I didn't say nothing. I didn't even, I looked and looked away, and I looked up again. She was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, oh my God. It's Fantasia. You know, so my night was made right there, okay? That was really beautiful. I was like, girl, you ain't have to say shit to me, but she made sure to say hello. I said, all right. You know, and she got up there on the stage, and she sang her ass off. Baby, I was standing in there like, that is, I've never understood when they said that voice is anointed until I seen her live. Oh my God, Fantasia is just everything, okay? So I understood why they got her in here for the music, and I do believe she was in the Broadway play, at least for a part of time. When it came to the actual acting, for me, I don't know. Maybe it was because of how I don't know. I need to, watch this in the comfortability of my own home so that I can put up the the subtitles, okay? It just felt like either the sound was a little low on some of the words or whatever, or maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just me or whatever, but it just felt like Fantasia's tongue was thick as fuck. I said, now, no shade, okay? I was like, what's going on? But it bothered me for a cute couple of seconds or whatever, and then I got over it. Because Mama was emotional throughout the whole thing, and I really wanted to fight. Every time Mr. Motherfucking Ass just knocked her ass down, I said, see, knock that nigga out. Okay, you gotta knock that nigga out. I said, you gonna let that man just hit on you like that? She said, I ain't got nothing else to do. I said, bitch. God damn it, bitch. I was like, you see this? God gave us 5 fingers. And he let us curl that bitch up into make a fist. Okay? And he let us go like this to it. And I need you to do that, bitch, okay? But at the same time, when that was going on, like Fantasia did a good job, okay? Fantasia did a good job for the most part. I know people was talking about Oscars and stuff. I don't think it was that. Not Oscar. I could see maybe a Emmy or something. You know, do Emmy Awards is just for TV, or which one is for TV and movies? One of them definitely. You know, our people. She better win something for the BT. BT don't play her, and NAACP don't play her. And the NAACP Image Awards, them the same thing. Don't play her. Black folks don't play her. Okay, get her something. You know what I'm saying? If she do get in the higher, you know, well, the National Golden Globe, Emmy, whatever, I would be thankful, grateful, and surprised at the same time. Taraji P. Henson playing Suge, she did a good job too, because you know some people probably didn't think that Taraji could sing. Taraji, she was blowing. Okay, she was blowing. I said that's what you was over there doing all them voice lessons and stuff with Steve Mackey. I seen you, girl. You know, Taraji said, listen, me. I got this. Okay, don't worry about it. You know, I was a little bit nervous about her playing Suge when I first found out that she was playing Suge. And she pulled that thing off. I said, you know what? You better do that, okay? You had Deon Cole, Charlie from freaking Blackish, okay? He played the daddy. And I'm talking about Celie and Nettie's daddy. I said, now who is that? He look a little familiar. And then I had to look it up. I said, I know this nigga ain't. Baby, this is the most serious I've ever seen him play. And I said, that's good. That is good. Give him something, just because I didn't know and I was not expecting it. And he played the hell out of the daddy. Okay? I was like, oh, you is mean, bitch. The way that he kept on hollering at Celie up in them. I said, and then in this movie, like, they owned a shop, and so they was living up in the city. They wasn't living on no land, even though they had some, you know. But they had a shop, and they was living upstairs and all that stuff. And of course, you know, you got Lil Natty played by Halle Bailey. It was cute. She really wasn't in it much, but she was in it enough, and she did a good job. I will say everybody played their role for the most part. Of course, we know that Danielle Brooks played the hell out of Miss Sophia. She played the hell out of Miss Sophia. she was my absolute favorite. Absolute favorite from when that scene where her and Hoppo, when Celie had told Hoppo to whoop her ass. And then they started singing after she found out that Celie told her that. And this is when Sophia was about to leave Hoppo, and they had a little musical number. And when her sisters came out there, and when they was done, and they was all like this, I said, "Come through with the sister neck." Okay, bitch, you ain't finna be doing all of that. I said, my neck hurt, bitch. And I know that last lady that did it, the tall sister in the back, she runs her neck around so goddamn. I said, bitch, how long you gonna do it? I said, I know your neck hurt. Because mine's do just from doing that. Girl, that shit made me fucking laugh, okay? And, anybody, like, you got Mister who was played by, oh my God, the dude from Euphoria. Don Coleman, is that his name? Him. And when he first opened up his mouth, I wasn't expecting that. But when he was on that horse, playing that banjo, was it the banjo, baby? I said, oh my God, do you know how much core strength you gotta have to be playing an instrument while not steering the horse and letting that girl? I was like, all right then. Until he opened up his mouth and I said, close it up. I said, what is that voice? That is not the Mister I know. But he played his part. Because at the end of the movie, because by a certain point, I was ready to get up and shank a nigga, okay? I said, you're not going to keep on talking to this lady like this and that woman didn't do a damn thing to you. When he went over there to ask Hoppo, but Celie daddy hand for Nettie. And he was like, you can't get Nettie. Nettie in school, she gonna be something. She gonna be a teacher. She gonna be this. And then he was like, you could get Celie. Celie had just walked away, right? Mister said, you talking about it that just walked away? I ain't never seen it. You talk about the one that just walked away? I ain't never seen it. I said, bitch, did you just call her it? Excuse the fuck out of me. I said the shit our grandparents, our great grandparents, and great 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 parents had to go through. Girl, it was a lot of shit back then that was going on, and it's still going on too. That's why we have generational curses. And people want to get upset that this stuff is being displayed. Baby, sometimes you got to put shit on display so we can put it into it. Okay? You keep hiding it. You keep trying to cover it up. You keep trying to put it under the rug. You keep trying to not say nothing or whatever. That's why shit keep on going on. Okay? We got to wake it up. And that's what it's doing. It's waking it the fuck up. Okay? And, you got all of that. When he slapped the dog shit out of Celie because the food wasn't ready in time, and then gonna tell that girl and throw her plate on the floor, and then gonna tell her, well, if I can't eat my food on time because I'm out here in the fields just working all day and all night. I said, bitch, that ain't my problem. And he said, well, if I can't eat my meal on time, you can't eat at all. I said, bitch, I cooked this shit. I'm damn sure gonna eat something. What you talking about? And then gonna say, come give me a shave. Now, see, this is the part. And I know we always try to say, well, if it was me. And truth be told, you just don't know what you would really do in these type of situations. And we got to go back and look at the time period and the time. It's different. But my whole thing is, in my mind, I was thinking like, no. Let me just tell you this. Anybody ever put their hands on me in a relationship, I just want you to, when you even think about it, just be prepared to no longer be on this earth or to be in a hospital. And I'm already in my mind prepared to be in a jail cell. That's just what it's going to be. Okay. And my thing is, when niggas be abusive, when people be abusive to people up in a relationship and then you want them to do stuff for them, like, you really trust you. This how much fear he had up in that lady to be okay to beat her and to slap her and punch her down the way that he did. And for her to, and you want her to shave you with a razor and you said you better not nick me. Girl, that would have been my prime opportunity where I would have sliced. Okay? I would have sliced and diced. Alright? Like, you real trusted. Okay? I just be wanting to, I want to hear the stories of these relationships where shit happen and then you want to do it afterwards and okay, well, let me bite your dick off, like I would be scared. That just shows how much power people be having, because you whoop my ass and then you want me to, you afterwards, and you ain't scared, and then you want to sleep in the bed with me and all that stuff, girl. What? No, I'll probably smother you in your sleep. And you know what? It's easier said than done. And like I said, it's easier said than done. But that's what you be thinking. Like, I be thinking that sometimes. Like, damn, I'll kill you. I will put you under you ever. Like that. But anyway, those were some moments. I did not know Corey Hawkins, the one who played Dr. Dre, and he also played old boy in The Walking Dead. Oh, with that fucked up wig. I forgive him for the wig now, because it's been a long time and I couldn't forgive him. He also played in the reboot of 24, which was actually pretty good. I'm mad that they didn't give it another season, but hey, it is what it is. He was up there playing Hoppo, and he did such a good job when they did that first jig when he was building up the house, right? He was building the house for Sophia, and he was doing, I said, you know what, bitch? You can sing and you can dance a little bit. I said, all right. I had no idea. David Allen Gill was up in this movie playing the Shug Daddy, the preacher or whatever. Didn't know he had a little bit of pipes in him too. He was giving me Reverend Lonnie Love. Okay, that's what he was giving me. And if you know, you know. Tamla Mann played his wife. She was the first lady that started singing when we first opened up the movie. And they was putting the hat on. I said, is that fucking Tamla Mann? I had to look it up. I said, that's Tamla fucking Mann. Girl, Tamla Mann almost got cussed out when Suge was trying to talk to her daddy at the funeral. And she gonna say something, it's not the time. I said, bitch, this my daddy. Okay? You ain't gonna tell me what the fuck time it is. Time is now. As you can see, time is fleeting. All right? You shh, not at the Lord's house, But I said, you got your nerves, girl. Everybody and their mama was up here. Oh, how about this? And this is a spoiler. Well, this whole shit is a spoiler. And I'm finna give you a big spoiler. Baby, fast forward. Put this on pause. Fast forward a couple of seconds or so. And then come back and like press play after 5 seconds. Girl, okay. Girl, the midwife, when Celie had gave birth, what's up with big old bird? I said, bitch, what? I was like, oh, that was such a cute surprise. I did not know she was going to be on it, which was great. Okay, would have been, no, we didn't need that, because y'all would have had a fit. Y'all hate Oprah at this point. I'm sorry. Because I was about to say, if Oprah would have made a cameo, oh, bitch, the shit that would have really been going on Twitter. Oh, this evil bitch, she's a villain, she's this. I'm like, God damn. Y'all ain't been letting Oprah rest, okay? All right. But yes, that was great. I was like, oh my God, that was the one that made me go, oh, really? That was so cute. Okay. I love it when movies get remade and then somebody from the main person from the original comes in. It would have been nice to see the original Suge Avery too. She's still around. She's still kicking. But yes, when Suge first popped up, and y'all should have known something was going to happen anyway when Suge first popped up and then Celie was washing her back and she told her to wash my back. And Celie had that whole ass song about her fantasizing about the fact that I get it now, because I heard the rumors and I heard what people were saying about the lady. I just didn't understand it, but now I get it. I said, oh, Celie really made a song about her coochie tingling from washing this lady back. I said, yes, you was a lesbian, okay? And it's cute and it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? Because that man did you so fucking wrong. Oh, excuse me. And it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, y'all should have known right then and there that something else was going to happen later on in the movie. Okay. The way when Suge came into town and they did that little singing number and they was basically was calling Suge a hoe. They said, hide your wife, had your husband, Suge ass is in town. That's basically what they said. They said that bitch is a hoe. I summed it up. I was listening to the lyrics. I said, oh my God. Why are they saying that? And did y'all see her playing Squeak? My name ain't Squeak. It's Mary Agnes. I said, girl, sit your ass down. I said, her, put your glasses back on. I'm so used to you with your little glasses on. Okay? But she is a pretty girl. She really is. And y'all know up in the book, Mary Agnes slept with one of their husbands. I think she slept with Suge's husband. When they left at that dinner scene and she left, I was going with Suge because I want to sing. Okay, when she left and they went to Memphis, yeah, she was fucking around with Suge's husband. I said, you know what? This movie was about women empowerment in a sense because listen, at one point, Suge had a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, and probably some side pieces. And ain't nobody say shit. They was up in that movie theater kissing. They had a whole thing. I said, look at this gay shit. It's so cute. I was like, oh, they were like, And I said, that's what y'all was mad at. You could barely see it because they had it like the silhouette and all that. And you just, I was like, y'all, get out of it. It's like the first time you done seen bitches kiss, okay? Or women kiss. Let me take that back because that's so wrong, okay? Ain't nobody in this movie a bitch, all right? I do like the fact that, we saw, they said, Fantasia had to learn to tap dance and all of that stuff. I said, girl, that's dedication because Ashley would... You're asking too much, okay? Now, I know. I need to, but goddamn, bitch, what you trying to say? Like, come on. Whew, I'm tired, But she did that. I said, oh, this is nice. And do y'all want to know, fun fact? Some of the dancers that danced with Beyonce in her Renaissance, they were in the movie. I know one of the guys, Rob, he was in the one doing the scene when, I think he was one of the guys that sat up on the seat when they was doing the shoe signing when Suge was coming to town. And that whole big number, it was some of them that was in there. I know a girl that do Sex Siren on the Renaissance tour when they do the not heated, but Pure Honey, and they do the little Vogue ballroom breakdown, and she comes out and she do Sex Sirens and she doing all those flips and stuff, whatever. Yes, she was in the movie as well. She's also in that other movie, The Book of Clarence too. I was just like, oh my god, I'm noticing people and all this stuff. The fact that I know this says something. But anyway, I was like, look at that, everybody out here still get their shine. I loved it. You want to know what scene actually really hurt my heart though? After Sophia told that bitch off. That was the only bitch up in the movie, that white lady, because she ain't have to do that. Girl, fuck, even from the beginning of time, white people couldn't mind their own goddamn business. White women can't mind their own fucking business, okay? That's it. You did this on purpose, and you got that lady caught up, and I just felt like that lady knew, and she been looking at Sophia for a while. And she knew that Sophia was very outspoken, very independent, and all of that stuff. And I just felt like maybe it's the delusion in me. And Black History Month is coming up in a month or so. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like she wanted to humble Sophia. So she tried her. And I feel like she tried her on purpose. And she knew that she was going to get this type of reaction. So that she could get this girl. She wanted to try her. She wanted to humble her. And she wanted to humiliate her. And she did all of that. Because you couldn't take no for a fucking answer. That lady told you no. I don't want to work for you. Okay? Did I come up to you and did I give you an application? Did I say, hey, ma'am, do you need somebody to come clean your floors? No, I didn't do that. Okay? No, I'm out here having a family get together and you want to be all up in my business? Okay, and I really feel like she tried her on purpose. Like, she was looking to do that. She wanted to humble the hell out of her because she was too strong-willed for her. You can't be that black and that black of a person, that big of a person with all them kids and gonna say something. You might need the money because you got a lot of mouth to feed. I said, bitch, what? Mind? Do you see my kids? They clean, right? They got on nice clothes, right? They respectable, right? You said that yourself. Do they look like they starving? Okay. I said, mind your business. And then the husband, what you say to my wife? What your wife say to me? Hell fucking no. And I was so glad Sophia knocked that nigga out. But at the same time, I was mad. And this is the scene that hurt my heart. When they show her in the jail, and they show her spirit had been broken a little bit. And that's what they wanted to do. They put her in a jail and they tried to break her like she was a wild animal. And they were trying to break and train that animal. That's literally what they did to her. Because they had her in that jail in her same clothes for some days. For a while. She was in the same dress that she was in when she got beat up the first when she got taken in. And you could just tell that they was whooping her ass each and every day. Or every other day. because her face, I don't know how long she been up in there, but Celie was, visiting her for a while. And, the fact that they let her bring her some food, I was like, oh, where they do that at? A whole ass plate. And she was like, they said that you wouldn't been eating. Probably not, because they probably was poisoning or putting shit up in the food or whatever. I feel like they was really trying Sophia up in there. They was really trying to break her spirit, and they almost did that. And the way that she looked, like them bruises and her face was looking so fresh, like, yeah, they was fucking her with her on the daily. And the way that she just broke, I'm sorry. That was the only thing that really got me when Sophia started crying in that jail, because we saw her so strong. And that's how I feel like sometimes the world wants to humble black people who are strong-willed, and not only just black people, but black women who are strong-willed, independent, can do things for themselves and all of this stuff, whatever. And they just want to humble us, and they just want to, see us break and want to have to depend on this or whatever. But baby, when her spirit broke, and she broke down in them tears, and then she said, "Don't leave me, don't." That was the only thing that got to me. That was. Bitch, what was this? You and me must never part. What was that? Oh, y'all could have put that. When Alfred took them goddamn letters and put it up in his pants, I said, "You dirty bastard. You dirty bastard." But you know, the people, who else was up in this movie? Was it a cameo about somebody else in this movie? Yeah, it was good. It was good for the most part. But yes, like I said, I'm glad in this version of the movie they didn't just show that Celie had found the letters, and then, she gained her voice, and she gained her, began to learn who she began to learn who she was as a woman. They showed that in this movie, right? But not only did they do that, they didn't just show, like in the original movie, they just showed that he went down to immigration so that he can prove the citizenship of her sister and her kids, you know what I'm saying? Because they all was born in the United States, and now they were stuck over there in Africa because, the British came over and they took over and all this stuff, and woo woo woo. Okay. And then when they came home and all that stuff, we see them celebrating it, but we see Alfred, he's just over looking like a rundown old man or whatever, and he's not with them. It's almost as if Celie had completely cut him out her life. But in the book, like I said, they became friends to the point that they used to just kick it with each other. And even in the movie, I'm glad that they showed that, because even in the original movie, we did see a scene where, it looked like Celie hallucinated, or they trying to make it seem like she hallucinated or thought that she saw Alfred on the corner at her shop, across the street from her shop, in his, coat or whatever, and he waved or whatever, and then, once he did all of that, she turned around, and then she turned back around, and he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So this one, he not only came to the shop, he brought back over some of her stuff, Natty's hat, Shug's picture, all that stuff or whatever, woo woo. And then, was trying to be cordial, trying to be polite, trying to, I guess, open that line of communication. And he got some of the pants that, nobody was really buying, some little flashy pants. I said, baby, the Renaissance was going on back then. All right. And he was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll wear these, scare people off or make them laugh." And it seemed like he was about to ask her, could they just try again? She was like, "We could just be friends." I said, "Now, Celie, you a better woman than me. Cause nigga, you ain't gonna hit me up, don't tell all that. And then I'm supposed to remember and forget that you put your hands on me, and I'm supposed to keep with you. No, I can't do it." But she did. And I said, "All right. It ain't in me, but all right. That's good for you." And then, they were cool. It was cool to the point where he sold some of his land just to get them over here, her kids and her sister. He was invited to their little cookout and celebration or whatever, and he wore the pants, and he was sitting next to Celie at one point, and they was kikiing and everything. And it just goes to show, like, So everybody trying to say that, oh, they're showing it, he's so negative about men and all this stuff and putting them down and it's just showing how life was back then. Sometimes, okay, everybody wasn't in the best place and they just made the best out of what they could do. They turned, they showed black people not just succumbing to the surroundings around them. We seeing people owning business, black people owning businesses, owning land, owning property, all of that. We actually see redemption. And I love a movie where the persons can, if they do start off in a negative way, they redeem themselves. And that's what this did. This is what they did. Girl. Now see, this is the part, and I know somebody gonna say, bitch, you are, just listen, okay? At the very end of the movie, they was sitting down having a little din, okay? It's like having a little barbecue around the circle. It was giving very much, if you ever watch, oh my God, what was it called? Not Greenleaf, but, oh my goodness. What was the Queen Sugar? That's what it was. And you know how they got real spiritual, especially in the with Nova and everything. And they all, she had the spiritual leaders come out there. They do the little ceremonies and all that stuff. And that's what it was giving me. Okay, they was connecting with the ancestors and stuff. But Celia and them, they had invited all of the peoples in the town. Alfred was there. They was having a good kiki. And this cop pull up, and she was like, "Who these people? Because half the town that's supposed to be here, they already here." And Alpha said, "I hope you don't mind that I invited some people, okay?" And she was like, "Fine. I mean, we got a whole bunch of food here anyway, so I mean, y'all just go on down." Girl, when Ciarra, I'm sorry. I opened the door. Ciarra foot came out, right? And she started singing. Oh, hold on, y'all. Oh. I'm sorry. And I don't want to make it seem like I do not like Ciarra. I love me some Ciarra, okay? But I know Ciarra's strength, okay? And I don't know if they knew her strength. I guess they just didn't care, okay? And I'm just saying this because it was cute, though. It was cute because they started singing to each other, whatever. And it was like right on cue. As soon as she started, instead of saying hello, she was like, she started singing. And then, Cindy started singing back. And she was like, oh my God, this is your son. And this is your daughter. And then this is his wife. And then this is your grandkids and everything. And everybody was just like, oh my God, I loved it. Because Nettie, you could clearly tell, Nettie kept them abreast about who their mama was. This ain't your mama. This your mama, okay? And I loved it because they embraced her fully. They were like, mama, this is me, okay? And them grandkids embraced her too or whatever. But see, the part that really got me was when they stood around that table and everybody was holding hands and they just started singing, right? And everybody, it was like the main people had a part to sing and all that stuff, right? And then Fantasia started singing. And then all of a sudden you got Ciarra's. Ciarra started singing. Ciarra has a tone in her voice. It's unique. Ciarra, when she started singing, it just really made it just made me feel like she was about to start singing Body Party or something, or one of her songs, okay? I really thought it did not give me soulful tease. It did not give me any of that. It did not give me, oh my God, I'm gonna break down and cry. It gave me like Mama was about to say my goodies in 1 2 step or whatever. Okay, she was about to say Body Party. Let's ride. Baby, it was giving me that type of texture, that type of tenure. It was giving me all of that, and I was just like, I could not. Out of everybody that was in this movie, I can place them as the character and not look at them as who I know them to be. Like, I see Suge when I see Taraji. I see Celie when I see Fantasia. I see, Mister when I see Oh Boy. I see, Hopper when I see Corey. But with Ciarra, I did not see Nettie. Even though I knew she was in the movie, I just did not know they was gonna have that lady sing like that. And it wasn't even bad. It was just funny because I was just like, girl, what was the idea? Oh, how did she get this role? No shade. No shade. How did she get this role? I want to know what her audition process was. Did somebody call Ciarra up and say, hey girl, so we doing The Color Purple and I just want you to come down and I want you to be Big Natty. Okay? And you're gonna have to sing a little bit. Like, girl, what happened? And then she did have to audition. What was the requirement? Because if that's the case, I could have did it. Like you put her voice in this movie with a whole bunch of singers. Okay, even to. I'm sorry because now people gonna probably feel like I'm hating and I'm doing the most. Baby, it was funny to me. Okay, it was really, really funny. I just really wasn't expecting it to happen like that. But Ciarra look good. I ain't gonna lie. Ciarra look good up there. I said, all right. Now, Ciarra, you could have had me until you open up your mouth and you start singing. She just don't have that's what it is. It's not a musical, like Broadway type of musical voice. She literally has an R&B voice. Let me get the fuck up off of here because I really feel like somebody gonna take this wrong and be like, oh my god, bitch, you hating. You know, you don't like Ciarra. I love Ciarra, bitch. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. I can still critique this baby any fucking way. The Color Purple, it was cute. It was nice. It was a good watch. I can't wait for it to come out on streaming because I really want to put the subtitles on. I do. And I really want to sing some of the songs with them too. Baby, when I tell you that, the best scene to me, and shout out to Fatima Robinson. Fatima fucking Robinson. Fatima Robinson been in this game for a long time. Fatima Robinson, the first time I ever heard about Fatima Robinson when I found out that, when I seen the making of Michael Jackson's Remember the Time video, and she was the one that did the choreography back then. Then she was on Aaliyah. I know a lot of people know her from working with Aaliyah, whatever, but Fatima Robinson has been in the fucking game for a while, okay? She also worked with Beyonce too on this tour and other stuff or whatever. She's been in the game for a while. That's a fucking icon, okay? So give her props, give her credit. She's everything up in this bitch. But baby, in that juke joint scene when Suge was up in that singing when she first got up in that juke joint, and then when it did that little breakdown and they had like press my button, is it press my button or press the button or something like that? That song, bitch. And then they had that breakdown when the lights turned down and you just heard some stuff and you just seen them like freaking on each other. I said, oh my, they was freaking, bitch. I said, this is amazing. It really gave me Smooth Criminal. Y'all remember the movie? Not movie. If you go back and you look at the extended version of Smooth Criminal, Michael Jackson, and when they up in the club or whatever. Oh my God, they was in the club too. Oh my God, that's what it gives me. Smooth Criminal when they was up in the club and he doing, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. And then all of a sudden, the music stopped and they just making all those like sexual type of noises and they just doing all of that stuff. That's what that scene was giving. I said, oh my God, okay. And then the lights come on. That's just what it was giving. Oh my God, just put the connections together. I was in the mood there like, this reminds me of something. And then Fatima did work with Michael Jackson. So there's that. I was just like, oh my God. That was one of my favorite scenes right there. I said, why is that lady ass up there like that? Oh, y'all grinding for real. I said, that's how we be juking out here in Chicago, okay? But The Color Purple was cute, okay? I enjoyed it for the most part. Didn't really have that many negative critiques. Again, it didn't really move. It didn't stir my spirit like I thought it would. But that Sophia scene, it did. That was the only one that really did. But it's a good watch. It's a good family watch, okay? I take your family. I don't know. But it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I can't wait till I get back on streaming or get on streaming so I can watch it another time because I'm not about to go back to the movies anytime soon. I'm not about to go back into the movies anytime soon. Okay. I just realized these days I am a put it on streaming type of girl. Okay. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about The Color Purple. Let's discuss. And if you made it this far and you haven't seen it, I don't want to hear your comments, okay? Because this is for the people who actually watched the movie. And I'm talking about both movies. This movie and the original movie, okay? Let's talk, let's discuss, and let's have some fun. And I see you guys later. Peace. Till you do right by me, Everything you touch crumbles, bitch. Just want y'all to know that.